There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino is the name. Let's talk recession. Better yet, let's talk, macroeconomics, right? Because it's all connected. So it's all connected. And I know that people don't fully understand how it's all connected, how tariffs will affect gas prices, how gas prices will affect daycare prices, how daycare prices will affect clothing prices, but it's all connected. That's what macroeconomics is. It's how the costs of other things affect the cost of other things. And this is all over the world. These things are interconnected. So the price of tea in China can affect your light bill prices. It can affect them. And so I think that there's not a big enough or good enough grasp on that, because I hear people talk about tariffs and saying, well, how will they affect anything? I see people talk about the recession or changing industries. Somebody even mentioned to me, they was like, hey, if I get laid off, I guess I'll just start doing content and be a content creator, because those people should still get money. And I said, well, so the way it works is content creators make content and they get paid mainly from ads, right? Like if you get views on your YouTube video and these ads play, somebody is paying for those ads. That's how YouTube pays the content creators, is based off of the ads, right? So as people buy ads, there you go. We or content creators get paid based off the amount of views that you get. So in situations where there are boycotts or companies aren't selling as many items because people don't have money to buy them, they in turn, unfortunately, must cut back on their advertising. They have to cut back in a lot of different ways. And there are companies already cutting back, major corporations who've been spending millions and millions and millions of dollars every year in advertising. They are cutting back. They are slashing their budget. They do not have the budget to lose money because items aren't selling or because people are boycotting or whatever it is, and then still buy ads. Now, of course, they usually say that should be the last thing to go is advertising, because how will people know about your product? What keeps your company fresh on people's minds is your advertising. So when they start killing advertising, a company is doing extremely, extremely bad, because that's usually, they try to hold on to that because at least people are coming to them because of the ads. But in current times, people are already cutting back on ads. Now, if you're a content creator and all the people who buy ads from Google or whoever, as those companies cut back on ads, what happens to the content creators' income? It goes down, because the money is coming from the ads primarily. Now, if you decide that you're going to sell some items direct to consumer through your YouTube channel, or you provide a service and you're letting people know about your service through your YouTube channel, maybe you do a prank video, but at the end of the prank video, you say, hey, I do clean houses, so if you need me and you're in this such and such area, let me know, here's my contact. And you can get business in that way. But most people are referring to the ads, and they don't fully grasp how it's all connected. I was just watching this guy was watching somebody else's video about the recession, about how the lady said that this is worse than 2008, I guess, or she's comparing this time frame to 2008. And the guy clearly was not fully seeing this. We're in the first stages of anything that looks anything remotely like 2008, and I will say that, right, as far as this is still the beginning. I don't think that this, when people are saying it's going to be worse than 2008, I don't think that they're saying that it's already worse than 2008. I don't think that maybe the guy fully grasps the entire dilemma that we're facing right now. Because he mentioned, he was like, yeah, the little federal workers lay off, and yeah, but they suing and they getting their jobs back and they getting severance packages. They'll be fine. Like, I don't think he fully understands, because he mentioned, oh, well, due to tariffs, auto industry, people are, talk about tariffs and talking about how automakers are being motivated to build cars in America and stuff like he must have not seen, I was a car salesman, okay? He has not seen how many Dodge cars are all over the parking lots. Some of them have cars from 2022. It's 2025. They got new cars from 2022 still on their lot at some of these car dealerships. They got 2022, 2023, 2024, and 2025 on their lot. Brand new cars. This is going to be incredibly bad. This is going to be incredibly bad. And he also mentioned that, people people weren't smart with their money. This is not that. You could be extremely smart with your money. You can have a great career. You can have promises that your career. See, that's the thing about the federal employee, right? Many of these federal employees are the ones who are building houses, are the ones who got good credit and are buying cars responsibly. Cars cost more, yes. But if you were somebody, you had a partner who may also be a government employee, both of you guys make $80,000, $90,000 a piece, $100,000 a piece, something like that, and you guys go to buy a car. You want to get a nice new car. You both have two cars paid off, and you guys want to go get a nice SUV for your family. That car is going to be $700, $800, $900 a month. That is not unbelievable for two people who make $200,000 a year together. That is not a back-breaking expense. $800-$900 is not a back-breaking expense for somebody making that kind of money. Gone are the days that we're getting $150 and $200 car notes. Those days are gone. Inflation, those days are gone. But even at $800 and $900 a month for two people who income together is $160,000 to $200,000 a year, that's not irresponsible. The problem is, even though you might have been saving, maybe they have money saved up, maybe they have money in their 401k, maybe they have whatever, but their career completely stops and goes away in the blink of an eye. And you have worked and you got things in your job description or your personnel file that say you are protected against these certain type of situation. You are career vested. You won't, in the case of a RIF, you'll be the last one. And these things were not true. These things, they were true to a point, but then it just all went away abruptly when every other part of anything, any tail sign of their job would say the government or something is saying that they're going to expand. The government is saying we are short people. We need more people. We need more people. We need more programs. We need bigger. We need better. We need more. We are short-staffed. So you're like, okay, I have a career, been here 5 years, 10 years, some people 20 years, and got laid off in a blink of an eye. There's no preparation, there's no whatever. It just happened. These are not necessarily irresponsible people. They just bought a new house for their family, which at the time they could afford it. One person's salary might have been able to afford that $400,000 house. One person's salary who's been working in their career for 25 years, who's been working in their career for 22 years. That one salary was enough to cover the mortgage and the lights and everything. So they had two salaries coming in, and they both lose them in the blink of an eye. This is not irresponsibility. This is catastrophe. You guys I don't think you guys fully understand how these people who would be the people who would be supporting the local business, the people who would be paying for their children to play sports, the people who would be supporting somebody who's trying to start a business, but maybe they don't have as good of a job or as good of an income or good of career as this other person. So this person is the one saying, hey, how much do you need? You need $2,000. Okay, here's $2,000. Hopefully your business goes well. Here's $500. Or you need to buy some supplies. Okay, how much are they going to cost me? Okay, here you go. And hopefully your business does well. Most probably won't. But these people are the backbone of so many other things. Many are educated, skilled, serve the country, all of that. But even if they get their jobs back, who is running out right now to buy a brand new expensive car when the federal government is having things going on where they're threatening layoffs, when major corporations are threatening layoffs? Not just the government. It's a chain reaction. You know why it's a chain reaction? Because some of these organizations cannot afford to keep their personnel. I'm talking about private industry. Some of these private industry people or companies cannot afford to keep their personnel because the government has either, one, put tariffs around things or made the earning potential very difficult. Two, they have lost contracts or they no longer support somebody else's contract or something like that. There's a lot of things that's happening. But to just be blindly speaking about, any of these things without a real good understanding of what's going on. Because the guy mentioned like his struggles during COVID. I mean, not COVID, during 2008 crash. And now, of course, this is just the beginning, right? This is just the beginning. We were just doing good. Now we're getting ready to do bad. People's mortgages have doubled. They've gone from $1,500 to $3,000 from last month to this month. From yesterday to today, some people's mortgages are doubling. Taxes have skyrocketed on some of their property, and then insurance ballooned. So if you're paying $1,500 a month and then your taxes are now going to be $700 a month, and then your insurance goes up from $200 to $700 or something like that, you're paying an additional $1,400 a month that you did not know you was going to have to pay yesterday. These things are actually happening right now. They're happening right now. Not necessarily because somebody is irresponsible. It's just happening. You can be extremely responsible, extremely you know, watching every dollar. But then when your new costs from today to tomorrow go up $2,500, because now you got to pay for this, you got to pay for that, got this, you got that, your mortgage double, you got it, and these things go up, and then you lose your job for no fault of your own. You ain't did nothing wrong. You ain't did nothing wrong. You've been a great employee. Model citizen. Then you lose it all. You lose your career. Then you got to try to find another career or another job that's going to pay you the way you were getting paid because you had seniority, you had been working in your space, you were a subject matter expert, and now you have to go over to Geico, you have to go over to Progressive, you have to go over to McDonald's, and you have this particular skill set that was very valuable over here, and now you have to go into an entirely different industry where you're a novice. So, anyway, did all of this whole video just to say that it's all connected. It's all interconnected. The price of tea in China does affect gasoline prices. Trust me. It's all interconnected. All right? And let's also try to not be too judgmental, but believe me, if this thing continues, if there's some kind of plug because to stop the leak, because the confidence in the consumer, even though I may have some money, I am not the same buyer that I was before these layoffs. I am not the same person that I was before. There are trips that I'm not going to go on. There's things that I'm not going to purchase. I got some money, a couple dollars. Thank God for that, right? I went out of town for a wedding. I turned around and came right back. I would have typically stayed the night, got some rest, and then got up in the morning and came back. Not this time. It was a 4-hour drive down. I turned around when it was over with and drove 4 hours back because I was like, staying in a hotel at $150 a night or whatever it is, $100 a night, whatever it is, I'm going to just have to turn around and head on back. These kind of things are absolutely going to be felt by everybody in some sort of way. I'm just telling you. Anyway, if you find any value in this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we out. There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino is the name.